You know, the process of a party electing a presidential candidate may seem like it's done through primaries and caucuses, but ultimately it does come down to the
Yeah,
delegates.
and there are plenty of delegates right here in the Portland area. Joining us live this morning, one of them, Sami Al-Abdrabbuh, who is not only a delegate, but the chair of the Corvallis School District. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, and happy to be here.
So first, I want to just talk about, for people who might not know the process, how did you become a delegate for the Democratic Party?
So basically, I did put myself on the ballot for Democratic voters in Oregon, and they decide who should be voting on their behalf to nominate the next nominee for the Democratic convention. And usually you would have pledged delegates. So I pledged my delegation for Vice President Biden. So
Okay.
basically, process goes, and the delegates throughout this convention, they cast their votes on behalf of the voters in their own corresponding states.
Okay, and we've been talking about how it's, all virtual this year, obviously, because of the pandemic. So how does that work with it being virtual, and what did you take away from the first night of all this?
Yeah, it's unfortunate we're not all together in Milwaukee, but I'm very happy about this wise decision to really do it from the comforts of our home and connecting through technology, just like how I'm connecting you from my own office room at home. And we get to connect with each other as delegates and listen to the speakers and cast our votes all virtually. What I took from last night is a message of hope. I can't tell you how much really motivated I felt and connected to this country from the caucus meetings about specific topics and specific issues that we're interested in. And from last night, and you got some really good snippets from last night's events. I want to highlight the Arizona woman who said that her dad's only pre-existing condition was trusting Trump. And I believe we have to trust leadership with our lives in sometimes. And this is one of the times where our president failed us, and we have to have a new president who can stand up for everybody.
Yeah, that woman from Arizona, one of those real people, real voters that we heard from last night. And I think that line certainly became one of the viral moments of the night that the Democratic Party is hoping for in this virtual convention. So as we look forward to the rest of the week, I know your background is education. We're seeing so much turmoil right now with schools, with coronavirus, with the economy. What are the most important issues that you want to see the party address over the next few days?
Over the next few days, we want to send a message of hope and unity to everybody. We do have teachers who want to get back to school as soon as possible, but also as safe as possible. I know one of our constituents and teachers here in Corvallis said, "This is my passion in life, but I don't want to sacrifice my life to it." And that's resonated with me a lot. And I do hope and I look forward as a party and as a nation, we come together to realize our schools have been structured in a way for the last 100 years in one way that doesn't work anymore this year and probably for months to come. And we want to make sure that we provide the assistance, the support for local governments. And me as educator and also a school board member, I am in a very unique position where I know it takes really good partner to solve those problems from the federal government. Unfortunately, we don't have that partner right now. All what I hear from the federal government saying, "I'm going to hold on you the funding for the most vulnerable students in your district." I look forward to a leadership in our country where they would say, "You have a problem. Let's work together on solving it. How can we reboost the economy, make sure everyone is safe, address the racial justice inequities in our schools and communities, and we can get education back on track and build it better when we build it back."
Yeah. What do you think it will take for Biden and Harris to win on Election Day?
I think it takes lots of turnout votes. So people in Oregon, make sure you register to vote and make sure that you not vote despite of the diversity of this ticket, but because of it. Those perspectives that they bring and the care that they bring and the attention to the topics that they bring is why we will win, is why this nation will be much better place than where it is right now, because we need to embrace everybody. And I believe this ticket is very, very optimistic about the future, but also realistic that we need to do lots of problem solving, lots of listening, more about what can we do rather than look what I am doing right now. And I feel that's what we need to see in the presidency and in this ticket. And they're walking this talk. I really applaud Vice President Biden by embracing that and listening to everybody. And if there's someone who say, I have an idea, he listens.
Yeah, I think that realism, certainly a different tone. Last night, I think we'll see it throughout the convention, that push to get voters to the polls, going to be a big issue here for 2020. All right, Sami, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your perspective.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.